That's a cool riff. 12:10. Can you play?
Yes.
Sorry. Filming this is probably not going to help you very much.
I know, I'm just curious.
The process?
Yes.
Stop. That's it. It's kind of a little... Oh, okay. This is a little too far. I want to keep it kind of up in here for you. Yeah. Can you play that one more time?
Beginning?
From a little bit before where it's at right now. Okay. Okay, go ahead and play it. That's good. That's good enough. Page 2. Fuck.
That's a pretty long solo.
It's just because the tab is huge.
Oh, okay. You should get smaller ones.
I have smaller ones, but I find it easier for people to follow what they're doing when it's like written out all humongous. Plus, I like to kill trees, so it's all good. All right, go ahead and play for me. All right, let me rewind a little bit. A little bit more.
More?
Stop. There's a motif in this. And he goes. That I want you to do there. You could do it here.
That sounds better.
That sounds way better. I want the better one. So you're going to play 12 and 13, and you hammer on to 14. So this you play as like a group. Brown, brown, brown. Play it. Okay. I'll take that. That's it. Fit it onto 2 pages. Amazingly enough, we did it. Are you ready for me to give the instructional part of the solo?
Yes, sir.
You have the tabs, which I will keep in front of me for now in case I forget what the hell I'm doing, which is very possible. Okay, so basically, the song is in F major, or D minor. They're relative keys. So what we're really working off of is this D blues scale shape, which is the scale that you're totally used to, right?
Mhm.
I've been playing it all week,
Yes, sir.
a couple weeks. So most everything in this solo is gonna fit somewhere in there. Okay? So the solo starts with this bend on 13 on the B, and then you go. That's the first phrase. And if you want, the 13 to 12 is you like pluck 13 and slide it quickly into 12. Got that? Do it again real slow. Here's the next phrase. This phrase is a little tough. So you bend, you notice that you're bending the 12th fret of the G so that it's the same note as the 10th fret of the B. So that's the phrase. You have to get it all the way down to the 12 on the D. Then you got this thing. And that's a motif in the solo. He does this kind of thing at least 3 times. Maybe 4. 3 times. No, 4 times. 4 times. So that's more or less the second phrase. And then here's that motif again. There's a ba, ba, ba. It's a little hammer on or a pull off. And then here again. And then here again. Which is the third phrase of the song. The middle of it gets a little weird to do. It's a little funky. I'm going to play the whole solo kind of slow so you can hear it all. And then after this thing, down here again. And that's the whole solo. So I'm going to do the whole thing in time, like kind of slow. 2, 3, 4. What percentage of that solo fit inside of this box?
90%.
Most of it. So the thing to always if you're getting unsure of yourself when you're playing this thing, always remind yourself, most of these notes I'm playing fall right into this pattern that I already know. It's just a way of organizing them that John Mayer decided to do in the studio that day. That's all he's doing. Now, for the John Mayer trolls out there that are watching this, maybe this is not exactly the way he plays it. I'm sorry if it's not. But at the very least, it shows you how to phrase an entire solo basically inside of one pattern, which is one thing that I try to get a lot of people to understand, which is it's not about how many notes you know. He has the whole neck at his disposal. Okay, so watch this. So here's the way I wrote it out for you. theoretically, he could go like this. Let's see if I do this right. All the same notes. And I moved from here to here. I actually thought the other one sounded better. The one that all kind of stays in the same place. I'm not exactly sure how he does it. But it just goes to show you that you can play great solos with one pattern. You don't need all 5 patterns. It's good to know, and you can move them around, and there are certain types of phrasing that will reveal themselves to you in ways if you travel from low to high up the neck. But that doesn't mean you can't make a great solo that you can put on a platinum-selling record with just this. It's all about intent and phrasing and like coming up with cool shit like
Tone.
and tone. Tone helps for sure. Now one of those Dumble amps would be nice. But yeah, everything in the solo can be done right here. When you bend, use more than the finger that you're on. Like don't go like this. Oh, that just felt terrible. Put all your fingers down. Bend with all 4 of your fingers. Or 3. I like 3, personally. But you can do 4. Here too. Bend with 3 fingers. And this thing, I'm plucking like almost the second I do the let go. Alright, that's it for that.
Net.
Oh yeah. Da, 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 da.